Hello, everybody that's going to be listening. Welcome to Sick of Shit Broadcasting. I am the host of this program, Mr. Sick of Shit. Why, you might ask? Well, reason is very good. Because I am sick of the shit going on in this world, and especially in this country in which I live, which is these United States. Absolutely despicable what is being done to the people of this world. I'm just glad that a lot of people throughout this world are fighting back. However, not quite enough. News from China. As if the devastation of horrific floods and massive flu epidemic didn't do enough damage, now China is on the verge of economic and social collapse with an Ebola-like virus that has hit with full force. Millions are being locked in their homes again, while millions of others are being awakened at night and being told by police to get on buses to go to quarantine camps. A teenage boy was badly beaten by police for doing nothing but leaving his apartment building to buy bread. Chinese government outlaws all things Christian on the internet. All after 11 days into the potentially real new pandemic. What is it that is really filling up the hospitals in the United States? Think about that. We know we're not ever being told the whole truth from the TV and the radio, lamestream media. Yeah. China is also in the process of building an army of robotic soldiers equipped with machine guns and, machine guns, lasers, and nuclear bullets. What exactly is a nuclear bullet? Not 100% sure, but it does not sound good. Some sort of low-yield nuclear weapon, I would say, is what it sounds like. They are also rapidly increasing production of heavily armed drones as well as remote control submarines. What's going on with all that? Travelers check, that's going on after the China news, China also gets 70% of its imported coal from Indonesia. Well, they are no longer selling their coal to anybody because they need it to keep their own power plants operating. So, what's China gonna do? Good question. A man said to be heavily intoxicated doused himself with gasoline and set himself on fire in Australia, Victoria, Melbourne, protesting rigid vaccine mandates. The Australian government is entirely responsible for this man's condition. Life-threatening. So far, he's still alive, but this is going to profoundly affect this man for the rest of his life. On the American side, food shortages almost everywhere, prices inflating on everything, hospitals full due to many people receiving traveler's checks with nanoprobes. As I told you, these checks that are supposed to be so valuable and so beneficial, so helpful, have microscopic robotic entities in them, self-replicating, and they do a couple of things to you once they get off the checks onto your skin and burrow into your body. Number one thing that they do, it's just awful what they do. Number one thing that they do is affect the brain. They transform your way of thinking and are going to eventually transform those who have gotten them, that actually survive using them, into something very similar, as I mentioned, to 7 of 9 from Star Trek Voyager before she was separated from the collective. That is the main thing, the main goal of these traveler's checks. However, there is another downside to this. Those who do not survive to be transformed into a mindless automaton, cybernetic individual, are going to have, with each book of these traveler's checks that they get and use, each time they get another book of these traveler's checks, more and more of their T cells are going to be destroyed with each book that they get and use. It's like AIDS traveler's checks. Basically, works exactly the same way as full-blown AIDS. The more of these traveler's checks that you get and use, the more your T cells are going to be depleted until such a time as even something as simple to fight off as the common cold has been in the past will eventually kill you. And it's happening already. 400 people across the world, all male, find that interesting, all that had and used the traveler's checks in the sports arena are now dead. High school, right on up to professional leagues. Told you about that. Yep. That's not even including all the people that died already and we're going to continue to keep dying. It's not even including all of the hospitalizations, permanent disabilities, miscarriages, you name it, caused by these traveler's checks. They want you to fall for the slogan, "Don't leave home without them." Right. I'm not going to leave home to get them. And if you think you're going to force me into it, well, you can take a ride on a rhino horn before I'm going to let you do that. Hell, I'll even help you get it in your ass. Till next time, Mr. Sick of Shit, signing out.